name's Nancy Kim. I am a physician, and I'm in the Northeast where it's now pretty cold. And I've been practicing for about 21 years, so been around for a while. And I really, just started feeling more tired as time went on. And initially I was thinking, oh, it's nothing really big. It's probably, just me being perimenopausal, hormonal. Everyone kind of talks about, especially nowadays, about hormones for women. And I thought the fatigue was related to me just getting into that stage of life. And, you sort of get used to it. So kind of going to the grind, do my best. By like 2 or 3 o'clock when I'm finishing up my charts, I'd get this like heavy sensation across my eyes and then headaches. And then, at that point I was thinking, oh, this is just probably migraines, probably hormonally related. Take a little Advil here or there. And then, as time goes on, I started noticing, oh gosh, now I'm getting like a lot of eye discharge and my nose, I'm getting congested all the time. And again, you just kind of learn to live with it, blow your nose, move on, Nancy. And then as time continues to go on, I'm noticing, not sleeping well at night. And yes, it's embarrassing to say, waking up to go to the bathroom, like probably at the worst, I probably would say I could wake up literally every hour to go to the bathroom at its worst. Average was probably like 5 to 6 times an evening. And I just kind of got used to that too. You figured this is normal, probably a good thing I'm detoxing. I started noticing that my blood pressure was probably going up a little bit higher. And I'm somebody who exercises a lot, thinks, I'm eating pretty healthy. I've done 2 marathons last year. So, and I do a half marathon at least 3 or 4 times a year. So I exercise pretty regularly. So when we went to vacation, I'd find that, when it hit 3 or 4 o'clock, I was like tired, just tired, and then I started noticing I needed to take naps. And so at that point, I'm like, all right, let's put one and one together. I'm a physician here. Let's put these pieces together because I eat very healthy, so like, why the hell is my cholesterol LDL? And then I got tested for lipoprotein A, why is that all high when I'm eating fish, salmon, vegetables, quinoa, like I'm eating like a lot of healthy stuff. And we even did like the fasting glucose and I was pre-diabetic. I'm like, what the hell? Diabetes doesn't run in my family. My dad's 80, my mom's 86, no diabetes. But I do have sleep apnea, mild to moderate. And at that point, of course, they keep contacting me. They're like, oh, you need to be referred and get, CPAP. And then, I'm kind of going online and I like YouTube because you can find anything on YouTube. That's how I found you. So, so like your face kind of popped up and it said sleep apnea. I'm like, okay, like, I'm like, I don't want that freaking thing on my face. I've heard from my patients, like how uncomfortable it is. And they end up getting like accipital neuralgia in the back of the head because the band is so tight. So I see that, I see these people. And then I'm like, this is really interesting. I'm like, this is, this may be a way to actually not have to use the CPAP machine, but normalize my breathing, in a more natural way that our body can do it if you give it a chance. And then I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to put my name out there and get in touch with you. And talking to you was very helpful. Like there are a lot of scams out there. So my husband's like, oh, be careful. You don't know, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, he's a physician. He went to med school. He has, he's legitimate. He's even written a book. You can buy it on Amazon. He's legitimate, and even your videos with the research that you kind of present with all your recommendations, it's proven. It's right there, so I think that, with all the scams that are out there, you get worried, but you're very legitimate. And I'm so glad that my fear of the unknown didn't stop me. As I've been doing it and doing all your recommendations, which I think is important, I feel so much better. Like I didn't even know I wasn't feeling well because I'm great at ignoring stuff. So like my eye discharge completely gone. My nasal congestion completely gone. I feel 98% better and 2% just because I know nothing's ever perfect, 100%. You can never say everything's 100% because nothing in life is 100%. That's the only reason why I'm not saying that. So, and then I got the, the proof is in the pudding, right? So I got the Concord, pulse ox wristband. And I'm like shocked that it looked as good as it did. Like I'm shocked. I'm not shocked that I was hopeful,
Hmm.
hopeful, but I was trying to get myself right. Like, you never know, Nancy, still early, very early. And I guess I shouldn't be shocked because I have been feeling so much better. So really, but sometimes you think you like it's like a placebo effect, but it's no. But I mean, the proof is in the pudding. It's the results look great. I couldn't believe it. But I'm feeling like it made sense because I have been feeling very good. Even on a really stressful day at work, I still feel okay. So which is unusual. Usually I have a big headache with like a veil over my eyes and I feel like I'm very look, but now I feel way better. I would recommend your program to everyone. And I think there are a lot of people who have sleep apnea and just choose to ignore it because it is easy to ignore because we're good at functioning at a lower level without realizing, especially when it's gradual, but you don't realize how good you can feel or should feel, until you're actually feeling a whole lot better.
Do you remember what the number, like kind of what the on the Concorde, what the does it give you
So
ODI?
my initial one was like 16.5, and it was the new number was 2.
For those keeping score at home, less than 5 is no sleep apnea.